really attracted to this piece, mainly because it has a very solid book by Terrence McNally, and the scene work is amazing. We've chosen to focus on the theme of gentrification and the gentrification of Buffalo in this production because I think it relates to the city of Columbus as well and what we're going through here in the short north. I also think it's really interesting that this show was released in the year 2000, and that's where we've decided to set it, because that's the year after Y2K and the year before 9/11, so we're in a very specific place in American history. We've been having a ton of fun in rehearsals with the guys, because they're all average Joe kind of guys, and they're learning this stripper choreography, which is a lot of fun and a lot of laughs.
I guess my favorite part is the Michael Jordan's Ball number, because the gentlemen are finally putting everything together and they're so clunky at the beginning, but then once that moment happens and it clicks and they start getting it, it's just, I imagine all the men in my life doing the same dance and then chaos just ensues.
I'll show you, I'll show them all, I'll show them all the real thing.
Teaching this score has reminded me of teaching West Side Story, because the melodies are familiar, it's rather tuneful, but it's more complex than you'd expect and than it sounds. The melodies go in a different direction. The harmony is not always as supportive as you'd expect. And for example, the end of the opening number, Scrap, the men's lives is completely unresolved and the final chord is extremely dissonant, reflecting what's going on in their lives.
You get these plans, they always fail. You've been divorced, you've been to jail. You may be bold, you may be male, but you're a bum.
I'm John McAvenny, and I'm playing Dave Bukatinsky. Actually, originally from Buffalo, so this show is really neat for me to be in because it's all based in the area of Buffalo, where go Bills.
My name is Sean Felder. I'm playing Malcolm. Something interesting about Malcolm is he's a real mama's boy and he lives at home, and that could very easily be my future if I don't find a job once I graduate. So it's interesting to relate to the character in that way.
It's a Woman's World is a song in the first act, and it's really the catalyst for the show, I feel. They hear how much money these male strippers are going to make, and they see how much joy and excitement it's bringing to these women, and I think it really sets off the whole rest of the play.
What I see is what I get, and it's everything I want. You rule my world, you rule my world.
I'm Gina Handy, and I play Georgie Bukatinsky in Full Monty. She loves to go out with the girls, have a couple drinks, and like just really gets everybody riled up. And she also has like this whole other side of her where she's been married for a while, and their marriage has kind of gotten into this weird rut, and she's trying different tactics to try to make it better.
Harold is the cost efficiency expert who also lost his job. He gets mixed up with the guys when they decide they need somebody to teach them how to dance for their stripping, and he's been taking ballroom dance classes with his wife.
Ethan is, he's kind of had a 1-2 punch from life. He's unemployed and he's lonely, but despite that, I think he's an optimist. He's always cheerful, and that really wins out at the end of the day. He finds companionship.
Horace is a character, he's the oldest character in the cast. He's the black member of the cast. He is unemployed. He's a former worker, wants to find a job. That's why he gets on stage to be a stripper.
6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.